Did you know a group of porcupines is called a prickle?
That's fitting. Prickle?
Prickle.
Oh, what's a group of kangaroos called?
I've heard this and I can't remember. What is it?
Is it a mob?
It's something like
Someone
that.
just told me this the other night.
It
It's
is
funny that was your fun fact because I was like, someone told me, I think it's kangaroos.
It's something like that with kangaroos. It's
Yeah.
a mob or, yes.
A
But-
gaggle of geese.
Gaggle of geese. A tower of giraffes. Group of giraffes is called a tower.
You told me that
Yeah,
the other night.
yeah.
Yeah. Or no, it was someone who was short who said every time it was DJ Brian. Was
Yeah.
he telling both of us?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. He was on one last night, wasn't
Man, DJ Brian, I know you're going to hear him do it.
it?
One of the best nights at Liberty Inn in existence last night.
Oh my
And DJ
God.
Brian was on one. He was in the zone.
Played every song perfect.
Rocking it
and
out.
They had the singers were singing. It was
It was
that
great.
was honestly one of the most fun nights I've had there.
It was a great
ever.
night.
Great job, DJ.
Of course, Naeem here was singing his thing.
Yeah.
We've joked before about you sing songs to win the whites, right?
Well, so refresh the people on what winning the whites actually means.
Well, you tell a story. It's your story.
Well, so of course, Liberty Inn, there aren't a lot of people there that look like me.
Yeah.
It's rare to see more than 3 or 4 black people in there, but everyone's super nice, so it's great. But I can't just start singing any song I want to, because even though there's a lot of regulars there, there's a lot of people that are new.
Yeah.
And, they're up there, they're singing their rock, their
Right.
country, their this, their that.
Yeah.
And Lish tells me, she's like, you can't just start off with Usher.
Right. Right.
You can't go right into Bell Biv DeVoe, James Dean. You can't do that. First, you got to sing Beer Never Broke My Heart by Luke
Right.
Combs and
Right.
win the whites. Once the whites are on your side, and then you can sing whatever you want after that.
Right.
You can go into your Bruno Mars or this or that, but first you got to win the whites.
And what's funny about that? So last night, singing "Beer Never Broke My Heart,"
Yep.
there's a bunch of new people in there, and I love just sometimes seeing the reaction because you're such a good singer anyway. But
Appreciate
I
it.
don't know that some people realize you're going to be a good singer,
No, because a lot of people
Right.
suck.
and not only
But that's
that,
funny.
well, and they also don't expect you to sing country music.
That's
Right.
mind is blown.
So Naeem gets out there, he's singing "Beer Never Broke My Heart," and there's a couple people, newer, younger guys over there to the left, kind of close to us watching it, and you get maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 lines into that song, just belting it out. And the looks on their face, they stop their conversation and they're like, just the look says, hey, Jeff, that brother can sing.
And those are the exact words that they're saying to each other.
Funny.
Man, that brother can really go. Did you hear him?
And then all of a sudden they're rocking. It's just to see the transformation of people not really paying attention, and they hear you rocking out. And by the end of the song, the whole bar's off it.
Going.
It's great.
And then when the song's over, I'm walking back to the table. People always come to me, man, I sure didn't expect you to sing that. But that was good, bro. That was good.
I heard that. Oh my gosh, good times.
A lot of fun. Keep it up, DJ Brian. We had a great
It was
time.
awesome.
Great
So,
time. So
getting into what we want to talk about today, a few things. One of them I wanted to start with was keeping score in your marriage or your relationship.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I think every relationship goes to this point where they start feeling the need to tell each other what they've done around the house that day.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you come home from work or whatever. How was your day? Well, I took out the trash. I fed the kids. I took little Jimmy to his haircut. I'm like, well, okay. Like that's what needed to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You did what was necessary
Right.
to
So
make
you're
the house run.
so right away you're kind of putting the pressure on your partner. Like, yeah, what did you do?
Right.
And it's not about that.
No, it's not. It's not. Lish does this all the time.
Yeah, I get it too.
I'll sit down. She's like, "Oh, my day was great. I did the floors, I did the dishes, scrubbed the toilets, did this."
Yeah.
I'm
So
like,
now what are you gonna do?
so. Luckily, I don't get the. So what are you gonna do?
No,
I just hit
no.
her with, "Oh, that was so really. I really appreciate that."
Well, you don't. Nobody ever says. So what are you gonna do? But that's
Right.
kind of the implied
Understand.
thing. So then it starts this, I think it can start resentment.
Yeah.
And it's something that it's tough.
Especially if you're doing the majority of the stuff and you're keeping score in your head and you notice that your significant other isn't doing as much to keep up with you, then I think this resentment really can build up there.
Yeah.
I think in, specifically speaking about my marriage, she does a lot. Like we have a rule. She takes care of the inside of the house. I take care of the outside. I talked about this a couple episodes ago, but I still help out around the house. Like before you guys all got here today. Yeah. I noticed that she's doing a ton in the kitchen. She's cooking all this food. She's doing all this. I literally don't have anything to do. I'm going to grill some steaks later that we're going to have, second half of the game. But so I just started doing the floors, because our dog sheds a lot. Yeah. So it's vacuuming the floors a daily chore. Yeah. So, I did all the floors. I've started wiping things down, dusting a little bit, doing things just to let her know that, hey, I see what you're doing. Yeah. I appreciate it. Right. Let me see if I can do something to kind of keep up with you.
Without anything being said. And that's how it should be. Yeah. So every relationship should have that 50-50 where both partners are doing stuff. Mm-hmm. I think the issue can come when you start when one person starts keeping score of what the other person is or is not doing.
Because think about it. What instances do you keep score? What's the one thing that you keep score in because it's a competition? And that is the one thing that you do not want your marriage to turn into is a competition. Right. If you're going to compete in your marriage, the only competition you should ever have, in my opinion, is who can love each other or love the other one more. It should be a competition to see how much more love can I throw at you. Yeah. And if you can throw more at me, I'm going to try to throw more at you. And that's the only time you want to compete. Yeah. Everything else needs to be communication, talked about, worked out, get past it.
So on your point of communication, I think this whole keeping score versus communicating about what was done or needs done is a very fine line. Yeah. Because you do need to kind of know if you weren't in the house what the other person did, what still needs done. Yep. But it can turn into something completely different if it's, well, I did this, and this. What are you going to do today? Or you've been home for an hour and haven't done anything yet. We got all this stuff to do.
Right. Expectations, man.
It's expectations, right?
Expectations. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you my first marriage, not the one I'm in now. This is the last one. Right. But for my first marriage, I'll never forget it. I had a job where I was on the road pretty much Monday through Thursday. And I drove a lot. I was on planes, and my ex-wife was a stay-at-home mom at the time. And new mom, though. Yeah. Right? We had a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. Yeah. And I remember coming home from a 4-day trip, and I was driving home from Nashville, so a 5-hour drive. And on the way home, she says to me, "Me and my friend are hiking and we're lost in the woods. Can you pick up both kids from daycare on your way home and I'll try to meet you there?" And I'm like, what the do you mean you're lost in the woods? Like, you can't get lost in any Cincinnati woods out here. Just come home. Right. All you do all day is drink coffee and do yoga. Right. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to get to a point where I'm trashing people, but the expectation was, listen, if I'm going to work and take care of the house, from a financial standpoint and make sure everything's taken care of, I need you to make sure that when I come home, kids are fed, house is cleaned, can I help you here? Can I help you there? But, cook some food. And I can't tell you how many times where, because we didn't have clear expectations of one another, we didn't communicate about that, I just assumed that when I come home from work, there's going to be some food cooking. Right. Right? Because what else you been doing all day? Yeah. But she did. She finally did fill me in on what she was doing all day. And I was like, okay, I get it. But now let's kind of establish kind of a pattern. Yeah. So,
and I think where this is a problem for men, but also can be for women too. Our jobs and our lives outside of our life is always competitive. There's always somebody that wants your job at work, that wants to do what you do, especially if you're in a higher position. Yeah. So you're feeling this pressure to perform and all this all day long, and it feels like a competition sometimes. The last thing you want to do is come home and it continue to be that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Your home should be your place of peace.
Right. So the balancing, so as men, I think you just need to kind of have a clear understanding of what does my wife work or not? Is she a stay-at-home mom or does she work?
Mm-hmm.
And then what does that look like when I get home? What can I internally kind of expect that isn't done that will need to be done that I need to help with?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if as a dad that your day's over when you get home.
Oh, certainly not, especially if you've got kids.
And stay-at-home moms' jobs are not easy.
I will go to my grave saying this, that a stay-at-home mom is the toughest job on the planet. Yeah. I'll go to my grave with that.
Especially if you have multiple kids.
Yeah.
It's hard enough with one, but if you got 2 or 3 that are, only a couple years apart.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
And you're at that age where they're not in school for 8 hours out of the day. You're home with them
all day, every day.
My hat goes off to moms who do that. And I mean, there's some stay-at-home dads out there too.
Yep.
My hat goes off to you because I've had to do it.
Yeah.
And man, I got to tell you, it's not easy. So hit the applause.
What are we doing here? Okay.
For the single, the single moms too, single dads, the stay-at-home people.
The point is, quit keeping score. Quit keeping score. Have an open dialogue about it.
That's it. Yeah. Have an open dialogue, clear communication, manage expectations.
Yep.
And some of those conversations can be a little uncomfortable, but you just have to have them.
I think each person has to understand what the expectation. You can't have your own hidden expectation of what your wife should be doing while you're gone to come home, and it's not met. So now you're keeping score.
Yeah, and then you're upset.
You're upset about it, and you never even told her or talked to her about it.
Yep.
And I think it's a lot of men will just expect women to know that they should be doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, and a lot of women don't know, and vice versa.
It's 100% vice versa.
Yes, let's give women credit that there are things that men should be doing that you and I might do or might not do, which you should be doing.
Yep.
And unless that is said, like, hey, you need to get your ass off the couch and cut the grass, or you need to trim those bushes, or whatever it may be. But just have that clear expectation.
Yep.
So, speaking of that, yesterday, Lish and I was kind of walking around the house with my, my bottom lip poking out and being kind of a dick. And she even says to me, I had to go run an errand, and she says to me, "Hey, when you come back, can you be a different person? Because you kind of suck right now." She's like, "I want fun malts back."
Oh.
And so I said, "You know what? You're right. I'm going to come back a different person." But that was that clear communication.
Yeah.
And we have that kind of relationship where she can just call me out.
Yeah.
I can call her out, and that's that. But when I came back, I still had the same attitude because I had something on my mind. I really did. It was nagging me that I had to talk to her about, but I knew it was going to be a difficult conversation.
Yeah.
But anyway, to bring this full circle about the communication, having those difficult conversations, I just said, you know what? There is something bothering me. And I told her, I prefaced it. I said, I don't want to get into an argument. I want us to have a conversation, and I want us to come out of this with some sort of
let me ask you something right there.
Yeah.
Let me just something you just said. So you started the conversation with, I don't want to have an argument, or I don't want to start an argument.
Yep.
Do you, in your mind, do you think that puts somebody on the defensive immediately?
100%.
So it kind of already starts it.
So maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I don't know. I'm thinking out loud because I'm hearing you say that. And in my mind, I went right to, oh, shit's about to go down, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I think if you approach it and just go right into it,
I agree.
Someone could instantly get defensive.
Yeah.
So maybe by saying I don't want to have an argument, it might say, hey, my guard is down. So can you put your guard down too?
Yeah.
And let's just talk.
Right.
Let's just have a conversation.
But if you go, so, hey, I don't want to make you mad, but
I
don't want to have a fight. I don't want this to start a fight, but
right.
So
did I say but?
No, I don't think you did.
Because but screws things up.
Well, yeah. Just being very. So yes, you need the conversation, but being very careful about starting it can trigger stuff. Right?
Mm-hmm. But luckily we haven't always been at this point in our relationship. We have not been. This yesterday would have turned into a full blown world war, and we probably would have given each other the silent treatment for 2 days.
And that happens.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you it's okay if that happens. I'm
try not to make it.
Well, I'm 17 years in.
Yeah.
You think we haven't gone times where we've gotten into disagreements or fights and we don't talk to each other for a few hours, or we're both at work and we don't even talk to each other till later that night?
How do you bring it back?
I think somebody has to just do it.
Somebody's got to
Generally,
drop their
somebody's
guard.
got to drop their guard and do it. Sometimes I think it happens naturally because you can be home in the same room after work and you have to start getting into a discussion about logistics with the kid, who's doing what.
Mm-hmm.
And that can kind of naturally morph into the
Just
conversation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
So the point of me saying that was sometimes maybe that silent treatment isn't too bad of an idea because you both might say something you don't want to say in the heat of the moment.
Give yourself some time to cool down.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about how, and I think really what's great is if you always just come from the standpoint of we have to get over this.
Yep.
We have to get through this. And I don't mean sweep it under the rug.
No,
because it'll come back.
No, you don't sweep
We
it under
got
the
to
rug.
talk through this in a nice way. And, and I think if you approach things with that type of intent, you're on a good track.
Right. And that's why I don't necessarily think the silent treatment's probably the wrong way to put it, but you both getting mad and walking away from it and not talking to each other for a little while is not always bad, is my point.
Yeah. And you know what's great though is, and this is tough to do, but we've I'm not going to say we mastered it.
Yeah.
But we're good at it. One of us always does it. When we're done with a discussion, I'll call it, quote unquote, and but you still just have that little bit of but something needs to happen. We do one of two things. Yesterday, what I did was I just looked at her. I said, okay, we know what we need to do moving forward. You've got your action item. I've got mine. And now let's hug it out. 30-second hug, 30-second embrace.
Yep.
Or we also saw this on the internet, 30-second makeout. 30-second consistent kissing for 30 seconds. After that, if you still got something on your mind after that, then it's not over. You need to talk about it more. But usually that's the way we just come back together. The jokes start again, the laughs start again, and we just go on about our day.
Right.
So hopefully those are a couple tips from 17 years in. And
my biggest thing would be don't be scared of the you guys kind of going to your own corners, so to speak, and not wanting to talk to each other for a little while. Yeah. Just don't be scared of it.
You have to.
You have to address it at some point, but maybe that moment is the wrong moment because one of you is super fired up. And sometimes emotional thinking is different than rational thinking.
Absolutely.
Right? You need to step away, take some deep breaths, get your rational thoughts collected, and then go talk about it.
Yeah.
Because words, man, you can't take them back.
No, you can't unring a bell.
Right. Right. It's like trying to put that toothpaste back in the tube.
Oh yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. No, man, I've been in some relationships where I've had some things said to me, and I've said some things that, one specifically, I was 23 years old. Yeah. When I was dating this chick, she said something to me. I'll never forget it. And every time I haven't seen her decades, but I never let her forget it either. Remember that time you said that to me? Yeah. It's worst thing.
Amazing how you hang on to certain things. Think about all the things in your entire life you've either said or had somebody say to you, and you hang on to these certain handful of, little hot button words or whatever you want to call it, core memories of some, something that somebody said to you that really cut into you.
Yeah. Words cut deep, man. Yeah. They can cut real deep. And, hopefully when you're in a relationship, you just know that you want to be in it forever. Yeah. And if you just have each other's best interest at heart and in your mind, then whatever you say or do, you just know you're just trying to be better every single time.
There is something I want to say about, I don't know how much time we got over. I can't see that.
We're at 19 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
So, what's right down over there, Sparky?
Well, something about what you just said, having each other's best interests in mind. Something a phrase that always comes to my head, maybe we'll talk about in the next episode, is learning how to read the room.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to talk about, something that's been successful to help us the last 17 years.
Oh, people are going to want to love to hear that.
It has to do with learning how to read the room. So we're going to talk about that.
Nice.
On the next episode.
And folks, this is how the podcast happens. This is how it happens.
It's live, man.
Literally taking notes.
I'm just writing it down so we can remember.
So what can we have people take away from this episode?
From this episode here, a few things, right? So first, I think what we just talked about is the silent treatment is sometimes okay.
Mm-hmm. Establishing clear expectations of one
Establishing
another.
the clear expectations and quit keeping score in a way to where it's a competition.
Right.
Make it about communicating. These are the 27 things that needed done at the house today. I did these 13, these whatever still need done.
Yeah.
Don't make it well, I did all this. What are you going to do now?
Right.
Be like, no, babe, this is what I've got done. This is what we still need to get done. These items. What can we do to get these done together?
Because if you compete and you think you're
It's
the winner,
it's going to be over.
guess what? Your spouse is the loser.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be a loser.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be a loser. You don't want to be the winner.
Yeah.
You want to equally be a team
Right.
that succeeds and reaches the pinnacle.
And it can be hard for men. Sometimes you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and have that conversation with yourself sometimes.
Absolutely. So
I think that's it for now.
until
We're
then.
gonna pick it back up in the next one.
All right. We'll see you
See you
guys.
guys.